feel like Rolly's overestimated him a little bit?
No. Rolly didn't overestimate him. And this is boxing. Shit happens. This is boxing. He didn't overestimate him. He was in phenomenal shape.
Major boxing matches are a spectacle enjoyed by both enthusiasts and casual viewers, but they inevitably result in one contender's victory and the other's defeat. When up against someone like Gervonta Davis, fighters often find themselves at a crossroads. They can either achieve immense glory or suffer a significant career setback. Isaac Cruz experienced the latter as his match turned out to be a major momentum stopper.
He did some good things in the fight. You know, he was boxing. You know, he just kind of got away from that. But this happens. You know, I'm proud of Rolly. You know, he went in there and gave it his all. He came up short tonight.
Known as Pitbull, Cruz quickly climbed the ranks in the lightweight division. Only to face a unanimous decision loss against Tank at just 23, Cruz had to bounce back and rebuild his reputation to make the most of his youth. After securing 2 knockout victories and a close split decision win, he earned a shot at the world title against Rolly Romero, who had previously lost to Davis. In their electrifying Saturday night showdown, Cruz left no doubt as he dominated Romero, clinching the championship belt with a relentless 8th-round knockout. Following the intense fight, Sean Gibbons, the mastermind behind Cruz's career at MP Promotions, boldly declared his fighter as a star, comparing him to Canelo Alvarez and dubbing him the Mexican Mike Tyson. While it's common for promoters to hype up their boxers after a decisive victory, Cruz's talent is undeniable, as he has consistently demonstrated his prowess from a young age. His popularity extends into Mexico, attracting large audiences to his shows across the Southwest region. Cruz faces tough competition from the likes of Juan Francisco Estrada, Jamie Munguia, Emmanuel Navarrete, and others vying for the coveted second spot behind Canelo Alvarez. On the other hand, Rolly Romero had a tough night against Isaac Cruz. Despite his efforts, the outcome was far from favorable. Not only did he suffer a setback in his record, but he also lost his WBA super lightweight title to Cruz, the Pitbull. However, the scorecards verdict stirred controversy, drawing criticism from notable figures like Claressa Shields. Although the judges overwhelmingly favored Cruz, one dissenting vote in favor of Rolly sparked significant controversy in the aftermath of the match. When the scorecard for the Cruz vs. Rolly bout was revealed, spectators were astonished by the figures presented. With 2 judges scoring 63-69 and 64-68 in Cruz's favor, a stark contrast arose with Chris Flores' score of .665 tipping the scales towards Rolly. Had the match not ended in a knockout and these assessments continued, the 25-year-old Mexican fighter would have still clinched victory, albeit via a contentious split decision. Many were disappointed by the judge's decision to favor Rolly. Boxer Isi Olua Kamal Ali Smith stated that any judge who had Rolly ahead should be banned from boxing, calling it ridiculously corrupt. Claressa Shields, the undisputed middleweight champion, also criticized the judge, suggesting that the judge's integrity was compromised and labeling him as corrupt. Despite the judge's verdict diverging from public sentiment, Cruz remained resolute, drawing strength from his triumph. At the press conference, Cruz dedicated the win to his family and Mexican roots, expressing his happiness and humility in winning the title for them. He emphasized his preparedness for the fight, stating that he was there not just to fight but to terminate his opponent. He declared that he did his talking in the ring and that his victory was not just for him but for everyone present at the T-Mobile Arena. He confidently proclaimed that there would be a Mexican champion at 140 pounds for a long time. Cruz has relentlessly pursued a rematch with Gervonta Davis since his narrow loss in 2021. With his recent victory in securing the championship title, he has solidified his dominance in the lighter weight classes, bringing him one step closer to a showdown with Tank. This could be his next destination. As Cruz ascended to the throne of WBA super lightweight champion, Ryan Garcia wasted no time in seizing the opportunity to challenge the newly crowned champion. After surrendering the super lightweight world title, Rolly Romero came to understand the profound impact of his pre-match rhetoric against Isaac Pitbull Cruz. The repercussions of his words were vividly manifested in the ring, where Cruz clinched the WBA super lightweight championship with a resounding 8th-round knockout victory.
They both use my name pretty much to build their fight off, when to me it doesn't make sense. Like, why Rolly, or if I'm him, right? Why would I get beat up on a co-main event for less money when he could have been the main event and get clipped against a guy that people actually will see as, oh, okay, but you lost to Ryan?
Currently, Ryan Garcia seems to be mirroring Rolly Romero's approach, engaging in trash talk without fully comprehending the challenge ahead, all in an attempt to provoke Devin Haney. Garcia's upcoming bout in April will see him vying for the WBC super lightweight title against Haney. They both use my name pretty much to build their fight off, when to me it doesn't make sense. Like, why Rosar if I'm him, right? Why would I get beat up on a co-main event for less money when he could have been the main event and get clipped against a guy that people actually will see as okay, but you lost to Ryan? After defeating Romero, Cruz catapulted himself into the spotlight of lucrative Las Vegas bouts and hefty million-dollar paydays, catching the attention of none other than Ryan Garcia, who extended a tantalizing challenge for a much-anticipated showdown. During the press conference following the match, Pitbull Cruz took a stand against Ryan Garcia's comments and communications with a resounding reply about the DOD Ryan Garcia. "I'm ready to play on 140 if he wants to, I'm ready." Moreover, he reassured his supporters that he never shies away from a challenge, provided the compensation meets the mark. He said, "I do not refuse to fight anyone as long as they reach a good agreement between companies or handlers. I will fight whoever and wherever." Rolly Romero found himself in a dire situation, thoroughly defeated and embarrassed by the formidable Pitbull Cruz, who issued warnings to anyone daring to challenge him. "I think I proved that you better respect a Pitbull, because whoever calls him Chihuahua here is going to see reflected how he's going to end up like Rolando tonight," added Cruz in a clear allusion to Ryan Garcia's challenge. Right after the thrilling matchup, boxing experts swiftly shared their thoughts on the showdown between Rolando Romero and Isaac Cruz. While the results surprised some, others found validation in their predictions and analyses. Moments ago, the highly anticipated World Boxing Association Championship title bout concluded, leaving many stunned by the unexpected outcome, especially those who had bet on a victory for Rolando Romero. Rolando Romero entered the ring as the underdog, but he left no doubt in the minds of spectators that his victory over Barroso was indeed deserved. Isaac Pitbull Cruz, determined to put an end to Romero's reign, dominated the match, securing an 8th-round TKO victory and claiming the WBA super lightweight title. From the onset, Cruz had Romero reeling, rendering the latter ineffective throughout the bout. Despite Romero's powerful punches, they seemed futile against Cruz's resilience. As the fight progressed, Cruz consistently punished Romero, leading to a one-sided 7th round, with Romero visibly struggling. The ringside doctor signaled to referee Thomas Taylor, hinting at the need for a stoppage. When Romero faltered once more in the 8th round, Taylor intervened, declaring Cruz the victor. This marked Cruz's inaugural world title, achieved in his debut at the 140 lbs division. In the bustling streets of Las Vegas, fervent support resonated for the Mexican warrior, clamoring for a shot against the 140 pounds division's elite. Yet the path ahead appears daunting, with none of the top contenders currently under the premier boxing champions banner. This predicament casts a shadow of doubt over Romero's aspirations. It's becoming increasingly evident that he remains distant from the echelon of the sport's true luminaries. While he commands attention and intrigue, his prowess within the ropes fails to match the demands of elite competition. What lies ahead for him remains uncertain as the chasm between ambition and ability widens. Immediately following the match, Floyd Mayweather, who notably had Romero signed under his promotion, was the first to offer his thoughts in a brief interview. Despite the expectation of favoritism towards Romero due to their association, Mayweather delivered an impartial assessment. He acknowledged the opponent's dominance, stating, "Yeah, the guy was great in the match. Romero was no match for him. He was all over him." Mayweather's comments reflected a fair evaluation of the bout, recognizing the superiority of the victorious boxer while also expressing optimism for Romero's future. He noted he did well, but Romero will bounce back. This hopeful outlook on Romero's comeback likely stemmed from the boxer's own post-match declarations of a return, demonstrating Mayweather's support for his protege's resilience and determination. Although his response resembled the scattered thoughts of someone just emerging from a coma when questioned about the match, he made a unique allusion to the resurrection of Jesus Christ and how he planned to stage his own comeback in a similar fashion. Despite never being knocked down, he acknowledged the possibility and potential danger of such a scenario. Tom Taylor interjected at this point, wisely stopping the conversation before it went any further. Pitbull's performance in the match showcased his true capabilities. While he knocked Romero out in round 7, Pitbull achieved the same feat in round 8. Thus, he argued his superiority not only because he defeated Pitbull, but also because he had previously defeated Romero. The victory rightfully belonged to the winner, and that was Pitbull. As for Romero, he suggested the boxer take a break, as the sport of boxing doesn't tolerate weakness. As we shift our focus to the legendary Mike Tyson, who is set to compete on July 20th, he was recently asked for his thoughts on the upcoming match. Tyson responded with admiration for his opponent, expressing how he sees shades of himself in Cruz. He remarked he may lack in stature, but he possesses the heart and skill to take down taller opponents. "I've been there before. When I watched the first round, I knew who would emerge victorious." Congratulations to him. His victory is truly well earned. I hope his opponent can glean some valuable lessons from this experience. Additionally, Terence Crawford, the reigning champion of the World Boxing Organization, World Boxing Council, and World Boxing Association, showered praise upon Isaac Cruz. According to Crawford, Cruz has immense potential to scale even greater heights in the realm of boxing. Crawford stated, "The guy is undeniably talented, and he has a lot more ground to cover. It was an enthralling bout, and I'm glad I tuned in." Cruz ensured there were no dull moments. Bill Haney and his son Devin weren't shy about sharing their thoughts on the upcoming matchup. Bill seized the opportunity to call out Ryan Garcia, expressing confidence in Devin's ability to overcome him. "I enjoy watching these smaller fighters showcase their skills, but let's face it, magic doesn't prevail every time," Bill remarked. "Devin will stylishly knock him out in the second round," he added, echoing his father's sentiment. Devin himself chimed in, affirming their belief in Cruz's inevitable victory. "It's no secret Cruz was always going to come out on top. Anyone who thought otherwise was just kidding themselves," he remarked. "Now it's on to the next challenge," Devin concluded confidently. Pitbull seemed to have studied Joshua and Francis defensively, eagerly seeking a first-round knockout. However, his demeanor only relaxed once he realized this tactic wasn't yielding results. Despite his stature, He continues to exemplify one of the most well-rounded fighters you'll encounter. He stands as the benchmark to surpass. Following his recent triumph, Cruz has secured victory in 4 successive bouts since his defeat against WBA 135 PBS champion Gervonta Davis in 2021. Romero's recent track record shows a mixed bag with just 1 victory in his last trio of fights. His setback came in a 6-round bout against Davis back in 2022. While there's optimism for a resurgence, whether he rebounds or not, the departure of this former champion from the ring leaves a somber note echoing throughout the world of sports today. Overall, the reactions from figures across the boxing community, ranging from Floyd Mayweather's fair assessment to the fiery critiques from Claressa Shields, underscore the bout's significance and the broader implications for the fighters involved. As Cruz looks ahead to new challenges and Romero contemplates his next steps, the boxing world watches eagerly, knowing that the path to glory is fraught with both peril and opportunity. The story of Cruz and Romero serves as a vivid illustration of boxing's enduring allure, a blend of talent, tenacity, and the relentless quest for redemption and triumph. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.